What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your boy G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct. Oh yeah, here we are on a Monday. We are here on a Monday afternoon at 11 o'clock in the morning. What the what? That's right. I'm shooting hooky today. I'm shooting hooky from work. Hello, everybody. All you guys that work with me, this is where I am. This is where my attention lies. It lies right here with my Dallas Cowboys. And wanted to take out some time, get on here, man. Let's talk a little bit about the Dallas Cowboys and everything that's going on and what ain't going on. Bunch of rumors. A lot of rumors going on out there. So hope everybody's doing okay today. Hope everybody's probably working on that grind, getting it in today. Well, I decided to do something different. So here we are. So let me say, I want to say thank you to everyone that is supporting this channel, the Cowboys Huddle, and what we do here when it comes to our Dallas Cowboys. So thank you. Again, you know, I always say, I remember the days when we first started, and I had this little camera, and this camera would zoom in and zap out, and y'all go back to some of them old videos that I got out there. Whoo! You know, plenty of times I played, I thought about just, I'm out here talking to myself. Nobody's listening. Why am I doing this? And again, my administrator or event planner and all that stuff, she always said, well, why do you want to quit? Keep doing it. So she inspired me to keep doing what I was doing. And I have had some great guests on the show. I got some other lineups that hopefully I get this one Dallas Cowboy player on here, former Dallas Cowboy player, maybe a couple of them, but got so busy. But we're going to definitely try to get him on and have him have a few words and kind of give us, enlighten us on what it was like being a Dallas Cowboy. So we're going to work on that. But again, thank you guys. Thank everybody that's a part of this Cowboy Huddle where we come together and talk about our Dallas Cowboys. If you could do me a favor, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification button that you will be notified when the next video is posted. Also, if you're not haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button if I didn't say that. But yeah, here we are. So so here's what's going on out there. And I'm not sure if you guys are aware what's going on, but this is what's going on. So the latest thread, the latest topic out there is Bobby Wagner. Could Bobby Wagner still be a Dallas Cowboy? Well, it's possible. Looking at Bobby Wagner's contract, man, we're looking at probably about $20 million, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Over the next 2 years, something like that. It's possible that Bobby Wagner could be a Dallas Cowboy player. How I feel about that? Yeah, $10 million a year, next 2 years, it's possible. What do you get? Well, you get experience. You get a guy that knows the game. You get a guy that's been in the league for some time now, that's pretty much seen a lot that goes on the field. But also you get another hybrid player along with Micah Parsons. So I feel okay about doing it, but I'm still all about trying to put the freed up money that we're trying to make in the right places. So do we want to pay Bobby Wagner maybe $10 million? I'm just saying, could be more, could be less, but I'm just saying, would you pay Bobby Wagner $10 million for the next 2 years? Not a bad deal. Because I'm telling you right now, if we don't get him, there's some other potential teams out there that will want to sign him with them. and one being the Philadelphia Eagles. One is being the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles could be one that could actually sign him to the team. And knowing what Philadelphia got going on after losing their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, they're desperate. They got to try to keep this team in place the best way they can. And how do you do that? You go out there and get you a top-notch linebacker with some experience. Now back to us. What does that say about us? Well, we have options. We have several options. We have an option where we can actually bring Leighton Vander Esch back. Now, after how Leighton performed this last year, yeah, you got to sign him more than just a 1-year deal for $2 million. He's not going to take that because someone else is going to offer him something better. So, what would you guys offer Leighton Vander Esch if you want Leighton Vander Esch to come back? What would you offer Leighton Vander Esch if you decide not to go with Bobby Wagner, but you decide to say let's keep LVE, knowing the fact that he is aware and he's knowledgeable of this defense. Now, I'm pretty sure the large percentage of you guys will probably say let's go with Bobby Wagner. But there is a percentage of Cowboy fans out there that would love to see Leighton Vander Esch come back. But here's the question. So, according to this, basically, we signed him to a minimum 1-year deal for just $2 million in 2022. So, yeah, again, we know we're going to have to pay him more than just $2 million because if we don't, there's going to be another team out there that's going to probably take chance on us. So, would you pay Leighton Vander Esch $6.5 million for the next 2 years? I'm just throwing some numbers out there. Or what's feasible to you if we went this route for Leighton Vander Esch? Let's talk about it. Let's pretend that we're at the war table and we're trying to figure out what we're going to do at the linebacker. So let's talk about this linebacker situation. And Dan Quinn is sitting over here on the side, right over here, and he's trying to decide what he wants to do. So if we bring Leighton Vander Esch back, personally, I'm going to give him probably 6.5 for the next 2 years. We know that we're taking some risks because of his injuries. 6.5, I really think that he will not turn down. He probably play less, but we're just gonna throw it out there. 6.5 million. You might get him for 6. Might get him for 6. But my max is 6.5 for the next 2 years. But again, we take a chance. But let's look at this third option. Now, this third option is, hey, we won't be able to get Bobby Wagner due to the fact Bobby Wagner got picked up by Seattle, because now they're saying he could end back up in Seattle. That's another team that's possibly willing to sign Bobby to their team. So he could actually be a Seattle Seahawk once again. We don't know. But so for instance, that Bobby Wagner is not available. We say, well, Leighton Vander Esch said, no, I'm moving on. Someone wants to give me $10 million for the next 2 years, and I'm going on over here. The Chargers, or who knows, but just saying that leaves us with the third option. The third option is Damone Clark and Devin Harper, which we know Devin Harper hadn't had much experience on the field, but we have seen Damone Clark with very little training camp, which he didn't even have a training camp. He just came in almost halfway through the season and contributed to the team. So I did like what I saw from Damone Clark. Is it Damone or Damon? I chop up a name in a minute. I don't know. I think it's Damone. Damon. Damon. Something. Damon sounds a lot better, but his name could be Damone. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. Clark, the Clark kid. We was on the live stream, and some of the panelists they was kind of for it. Then you had some that was like, well, no, we don't want to really see him. He didn't do much of nothing. But personally, what I saw was a kid that stepped on the field and gave his all on the field with this very short time of catching on to the defense. I see some bright spots that maybe he could help. I mean, we have to look at this. Could it be, um, Clark at the middle and Parsons on the outside, along with Jabril Cox? What are we going to do with Jabril Cox? That's another question. So, and then we have, like I say, Devin Harper. So we brought these individuals in for a reason. So thinking about this, I'm thinking if we can't get it late, I just don't know if we're going to get Bobby. I don't know. It's a possibility, but it's good to have these options. But if it's the case that we can't do the A and B and we fall to the C, I wouldn't be mad. I really would. I would like to see Clark get out there and use his speed to play sideline to sideline. We had Anthony Barr. He was okay, but I really wasn't really impressed with Anthony Barr like I thought I was going to be impressed. But I think Anthony Barr probably will not be back with the Cowboys. But we have the three options. It's been told that Bobby Wagner wants to be a Cowboy if the price is right. But so are we willing to pay $10 million for the next 2 years? Not a bad deal, but we've got to remember we still got some signings to do on next year, which will be Trey Diggs and CeeDee Lamb and some other folks. So, yeah, y'all guys comment. Which route would you rather go? Would you rather go A, Bobby Wagner, B, Leighton Van Der Esch, C, Clark and Devin Harper? And I know that's a reach. That is a reach, but we brought these guys in for a reason. So, in other news, another rumor that's out there is I'm gonna ask you guys this. What do y'all think about this? But this has been thrown out there. Now, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting what's being said on Twitter and what's being said, at the water coolers and at the jobs and things like that. So don't shoot the messenger. So it's been told now that it's possible that Dallas could trade their 26th pick to the Arizona Cardinals for D-Hop, DeAndre Hopkins. Now, this is a great thing for those that at the 26th pick is looking for a receiver. You guys, you ladies probably saying, yeah, shoot, yeah, we need D-Hop. But as a realist like myself and some others, hell no. Hell no. We're gonna keep that 26th pick and we're gonna draft a lineman, as I'm standing 10 toes down on a lineman at the 26th pick. But there's some that also saying there's a possibility of D-Hop coming to Dallas, if they would say, hey, Cardinals, we want to send you this 26th pick for D-Hop. But, would D-Hop leave? It's possible. Will D-Hop fit this offense? When I say D-Hop, I'm talking about DeAndre Hopkins. If y'all don't know who he is, pull him up. He's a beast. But, yeah, it's possible. But what do you guys think? Do you take that? Do you back Dallas for reaching out to the Cardinals to get D-Hop to come to Dallas? I'm listening. So, as had yet to be seen. I don't think it's likely. I don't think we're that desperate. Again, I don't think we would do that because, I've also said when we're talking about receivers, I asked this question. And not only that I asked it, but we talked about it on the live on last Wednesday, on What's Up Wednesday, about the Tampa Bay and the Dallas Cowboys connection. Now, you would have said, I said, where is that at? Yeah. I said the Tampa Bay and the Dallas Cowboy connection. What the hell you mean, G? Well, I'm going to tell you. So it's a possibility, and we were talking about this, and I don't even think now it's just now coming out, but you heard it first from the Cowboy Huddle because we talked about this on last Wednesday, the possibility of this happening with a trade. And I've actually put a video up on TikTok as well as far as the Tampa Bay Dallas Cowboy connection. And that leads to the question of, would you be willing to trade Tony Pollard for Mike Evans? Now, let me say, before you jump to conclusion and all that, this is what we talked about on Wednesday, but do you want to pay Tony Pollard 10 plus million? I'm going to say probably 11 million for the 2023 season, when it's a possibility that you can find a running back in the draft. Now, we know running backs are going to be available. We've seen how Kansas City done picked up this kid Pacho, whatever his name is, and kid's over there doing his thing. We're looking at the Eagles. I mean, look at these guys they got. I mean, these guys wasn't a top ranked running back, but they fit the system. And knowing Mike McCarthy has this new system that's coming up, so is it possible that we could see us working a deal with Tampa Bay? Now, remember, because first we was talking about Zeke. If we cut Zeke can find himself over there at Tampa Bay due to the fact because the running back coach is now the running back coach for Tampa Bay, which is Skip Pete. He is the running back coach for Tampa Bay, so I'm sure he would love to have Zeke or Pollard. Now, if he had the choice, he'll probably take Pollard over Zeke. But if we're going to franchise tag Pollard, it's likely that Zeke can find himself over at Tampa Bay. So you ain't heard that nowhere else. Only the Cowboy Huddle. I keep telling y'all, quit listening to all those outside the Cowboy Huddle, these morning media, sports medias, these afternoon sports medias, and they know nothing. They are just reporting what they think, but they're not homegrown like we are. So yeah, Skip Pete is the running backs coach at the Buccaneers at Tampa Bay. So it's possible. Would you reach out to Tampa knowing that we can get a running back probably for $1.5 million? And there's quite a few running backs out there. That we can probably end up in maybe the third round. I mean, we still got Malik Davis. Malik Davis, he shows some flashes. I don't know about y'all, but we got him for cheap. Come on, guys. Think about that. So we say, hey, come reach out to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, listen here, we're gonna, you guys are going through some things. Listen here, what we want to do, we want to do a even trade with you. We want to send Tony Pollard to you, and I understand, this just business, guys. Don't. Let's just think about this. We're gonna send Tony Pollard at you, and we're gonna take Mike Evans off your hands. Now, people can say Mike Evans is old and washed up and things like that, but I beg to differ. He's, like we said Wednesday night, he's a touchdown magnet and could be what we need as the third receiver. CD, Michael Gallup, Tony Evans. I mean, not Tony Evans, Michael Evans. Michael Evans. I mean, come on, think about this, guys. And then you got Malik Davis. You go get you a fullback and even draft another. I mean, I'm all about saving money. I would love to have TP back, but and I'm not going to say we don't know what we're going to get. We know what Tony Pollard has done for the team, but again, we just have to weigh the options in the draft. So something to think about, man. So let's give it up for me being brave enough to throw that out there, that you guys and your guys don't cuss me out or delete me or unsubscribe to the channel. But it's just Cowboy talk. It's all Cowboy talk. So, and with that being said, so let's talk about this next topic. Jalen Ramsey, a possible prospect to be added to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, man, I don't know if y'all seen this guy's contract, man. Goodness. But hey man, depends on he's due 17 million. 17 million. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. This 2023. He's 29 years old. Base salary is 17 million. But we want Jalen Ramsey to play on the other side of Trey Diggs. What do y'all think? Would you do it? See, before y'all shoot the message, I'm gonna let y'all make those choices and let y'all answer those questions before I do. Would you bring Jalen Ramsey in to play next to Trey Diggs? He's 29 years old. Yeah, he's owed 17 million. You know, that's a lot of money. I don't know. Maybe you can work something out. Maybe you can work something out with Jalen Ramsey. But what'd you do? What would you do? Giving you guys the opportunity first before I answer. Well, personally, my friends, hell no.
Awesome.
No, I'm not bringing Jalen Ramsey in. No, I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. Now, we would be one of the most talked about defense with Jalen Ramsey, Michael Parsons, Bobby Wagner, Trey Diggs, Tank Lawrence, and Jonathan Hankins. Yeah, we'll be in the news. But again, I think we have just enough on our defense to continue to be as good as we were. So my answer to that is I'm sliding DeRon Bland over at that outside corner. He's proved over and over again that he can play the position. I don't think I'm bringing Anthony Brown back due to the fact just because DeRon Bland has played good football this past season. So I'm sliding DeRon Bland down at that position. And yeah, because I need to still try to get Cedric Wilson back. I need to try to get him back because I got to sign him. Cedric Wilson has to come back. So yeah, I'm going to keep DeRon Bland, and we're not going to worry about that big payday that we're going to try to give this Jalen Ramsey guy. No, we're not doing it. So no, we're not going with no Jalen Ramsey. Me personally, I'm going to slide DeRon Bland over there, and we're going to continue playing football. We're going to sign Cedric Wilson back to another extended contract to keep him around because he is our secret weapon, and we need him here in order to complete the task that is at hand. But again, on this offensive side of the ball, man, we got a lot to do over here. We got a lot to build off of, knowing that we have this new off West Coast offense coming and what it's going to look like. But again, like I said once before Mike McCarthy does anything, I'm sure he's sitting down with the coaching staff and they're trying to figure out the plan, the scheme, and who they're going to do the scheme with and what the scheme is going to look like. So they have a lot going on. They also have to, again, like I said before, they're going to have to extend Dak's contract in order to free up some money to either re-sign some of these guys that's going to be free agents or bring in some free agents from outside. So that's where we are. So, hey, here's something I wanted to share with you guys with. Former Cowboy wide receiver has been released from prison. Can you name who that is? Who do you guys know? Can you tell me? So, if you didn't know, it's our own former football player, Sam Hurd, has been released on January 31st and placed on community confinement in San Antonio. The 37-year-old served over 10 years behind bars in the Bastrop Federal Penitentiary for cocaine trafficking charges. Unlike some inmates after release from prison, Sam in the future will follow the right path and be a positive part of society. Hurd's attorney Jay Etherington told the I-Team on Thursday. Sam was one of One of the very good guys that was drawn into the trap of illicit drugs. The federal judge that reluctantly imposed the severe sentence was confident that when Sam returned home, he'd be a law-abiding and successful. Sam is a smart and caring person. Keep the criminals away from tricking him, and he'll be just fine. So, Hurd spent 4 seasons with the Cowboys and one with the Chicago Bears during his NFL career before he was arrested and pled guilty to drug trafficking in 2013. I had the opportunity to meet Sam Hurd. He was there when, when my son was playing. Beautiful wife. His wife was pregnant at the time with their child. Hell, he probably about 13 now. He missed a lot with his daughter. Met his mom. We all sat in the same area. Very good people out of San Antonio. But this is something that happens way too often that, you got things going for yourself and you find yourself trying to do the things that you done in the past or getting caught up with individuals from the past and doing things that will cost you a pretty long consequence. So hopefully Sam Hurd, does the right thing and gets his life right and continue to um, be successful. So, but anyway, guys, that's about all I got for right now. And just want to get on here and share with y'all what some of the rumors are out there and what y'all think. Like again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the reporter reporting on our Dallas Cowboys. So hope everybody's enjoying the rest of their day. If you're working, I got some yard work I got to go do outside. So I might be off, but I'm not off. I still have work waiting on me. So again, you guys enjoy your rest of your day and be safe and be blessed. It's from your boy G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hammer.